Good evening and welcome to the World Global Network Corporate Update Conference Call. I'm Kathleen McGowan with World Global Network USA Corporate, and I'm honored to be with you on this evening's call. Oh my goodness, you are going to hear a little bit of emotion with me this evening, and I believe if you had been in Dubai as both myself and Jeff Hooks, which you'll be hearing more from later this evening, were, you will understand why you're going to be hearing some emotion in my voice tonight. So as I just said, I've just arrived back from the incredible World Diamond Life Convention over in Dubai, and I'm going to be updating you this evening on several of the magnificent announcements that were released during the course of this event. And I will say before getting into the update here, I wish so much that so many of you, I wish all of you, I will say, could have been over there and experienced this truly, truly lifetime changing event. It truly is a life-changing event. So as most of you on the call already are aware, a conference call agenda was emailed out to you yesterday that had the notes, was available for the notes for you to be able to take for this call this evening. So I'm going to be covering a numerous amount of areas tonight on the call, and please feel comfortable that if you do not have time to gather all of the notes that I'll be going over this evening, there will be corporate updates that will be coming later on the week, and which with each and every week that we're moving into as we grow closer and closer to our launch. So with no further ado, I'm going to jump right in here in the first area on tonight's call, since we have so many areas to cover. And that's just, if you look at your agenda, it's the summary of the Diamond Life Convention in Dubai. Now in opening, I'd like to address why it's important for you and for the development of your world business to understand the scope and the magnitude of the World Diamond Life Convention. And the answer to this question consists of a very long list of these whys. However, knowing that our time is limited tonight, I'm only going to be able to address 2 or 3 of these reasons. And the first one being is that these events are an absolute asset for you in the successful growth of your business. And number 2, the vision and the insight that you gained through attending this event or these future events, which consists both of tangible and intangible elements, is particularly important for you to share with individuals who perhaps don't yet recognize what this company is or what the heart of this company is all about. Or the fact that this company is already a successful international business entity in more than 150 countries worldwide. So although we currently are still in the months of preparation for our official launch here in the U.S., it's important to recognize that this is not a startup company. It's not a startup company who doesn't have extensive business knowledge and experience. And another element of why it's important to understand more about the events such as the Diamond Life Convention is because until World Global Network actually launches here in the U.S., and until you tangibly see what this company is doing in the lives of thousands of people on a global basis, such as the ones of us were able to experience in Dubai, it's important to me not only in my capacity as a member of corporate, but also as an individual who cares about you and your business success as this company does, to be able to provide you with as much of a glimpse as possible into the over 350,000 people from around the world who already know about this company. And that is, as Mr. Fabio Galdi, our amazing CEO and president, stated in Dubai, and I'm going to paraphrase here. Excuse me, Fabio stated that World Global Network is not just a business company, it is a dream company. Now these words may not necessarily resonate with you right now at this very moment, since you have not yet had the experience that we all had over in Dubai, but I'm going to say this to you, and that's that These words have deep, deep meaning. And what World is all about, it's about inspiring people around the world and improving lives by providing this amazing instrument for those to choose to utilize it to be able to help them live a real life and not just be in a survival mode. So in saying this, I ask you to please correctly understand me in my previous statement in that it's not meant to disrespect anyone. However, this company does live and it breathes the words inspire the change. And a critical part to inspiring a change is in helping people in acknowledging the difference between just surviving in their life or actually living their life. Now, I understand that a brief description of the Diamond Life Convention in Dubai was emailed to you yesterday. However, I would so like to take just a brief moment to read just 2 paragraphs of it to you for the benefit of those who possibly have not yet reviewed their corporate update email. So I'm going to take this small amount of time just to be able to read to you what was written in the first 2 paragraphs of this. And again, if you could just try to be in the mindset of being in an area where there are more than 2,000 people from 54 countries worldwide all collaborating together, and just their hearts transcending any barriers that they had. So with that being said, I'd like to read to you again the first 2 paragraphs of yesterday's update. When you attend a Diamond Life Convention event, an entire new world is opened up to you and a deeper understanding is acquired as to what the world business opportunity truly is and what the heart of this company is truly about. It would be an impossibility to attend this event and not recognize the magnitude of the heart and the vision and the caring and the brilliance, the integrity, the passion, the global outreach to humanity, the business astuteness and financial strength of World. The truth of who and what World is are evident in the tangible facts as displayed to everyone in attendance at any of the World Global events. These words are so important, and before I move on to the second area of tonight's agenda, I would like to share with you just maybe 1 or 2 of the endearing moments that not only touched my heart, but truly touched the hearts of these people that were there, the over 2,000 consultants from around the world. And in saying this, I would just like to paint this picture to you. If you can imagine, we were in the World Trade Center in one of the magnificent rooms of the World Trade Center, and as some of the videos which you just saw in the opening prior to the beginning of me speaking this evening, they were shown over there in Dubai, particularly the one that has to do with global impact and touching the people's lives. Now, if you can imagine, I would say more than 1,000 of these consultants, the world consultants, came wearing their country's attire. We had interpreters for all of the different languages, and truly, when I say the hearts of these people, the hearts transcended the cultural differences, the language barriers, and during the course of one of these videos, if you can imagine the scene of these people, literally hundreds of us, gathering each other's hands, not being able to speak, many of us not being able to speak the other languages, but just looking at each other and understanding the importance of this event, the importance of what this company is all about, and clasping hands and literally holding hands as we're looking at this and singing to the music. I just can't say enough, and I look so forward, and I hope each and every one of you on this call and your entire business organizations will be over in Miami with some information that I'm going to be announcing in just a few moments, where you can experience this yourself in just a few months. So in concluding with this area, I encourage you, if you've not yet done so, to read yesterday's corporate update in its entirety, to be able to gain more of an insight to some of the sensational moments, this amazing event that we just had over in Dubai. So the next thing I would like to do is to be able to address the next item on the agenda, and that was, why is the next World Diamond Life Convention of importance to you? Why am I spending time this evening? Why am I taking some of your time to be able to go into more detail about this convention? And the answer to this question is that in order to provide you the maximum momentum for the takeoff of your business at the time of the official launch of World USA, I am thrilled to announce that World Corporate has made the decision to hold our first 2015 Diamond Life Convention in April, and for it to be able to transpire at the same time as our launch of World Global Network USA in Miami, Florida. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a phenomenal announcement, and I hope that you have some idea of what the magnitude of this is. And please trust me when I say that, again, if you had attended the Dubai Diamond Life convention as I did, there would be absolutely no question in your minds as to what this announcement means to you and for your business development. For the corporate, for World to even entertain this idea, let alone implement it, because of the enormous amount of planning and preparation and execution that just even one of these events takes, let alone two events simultaneously, displays the company's absolute commitment to you and to your business success. Moving on, I would like to take a moment and just briefly identify, who this business is for, and really clearly have everyone understand, the difference in pre-launch, soft launch, and our launch that's coming in 2015. And I'd like to take this moment here and make certain that everyone on this call and the others that you speak with about this business really do clearly understand that although World is an international company and already conducting business in more than 150 countries, that World USA is still in pre/soft launch stage of our business. And I believe most all of you know this, we will not be officially launching here in the U.S. until now. It was going to be late March, and as I go through this evening, you'll understand a little bit more. It's going to be now sometime in April, since we are going to be introducing at the same time the Diamond Life Convention. So we are going to be opening up for product sales to be able to be taking place here on December 16th, which again I will get more into in just a moment, and begin paying commissions directly after that on December 23rd. However, please do not confuse that we are open for product sales, the product packages, and that we will be paying commissions. Please do not get that confused for the fact that we are still in our pre-soft launch stage. So it's important to the heart of this company to make certain that we do everything we can to positively impact lives. So with this being said, it's important that we clearly define what this pre-launch stage is. And that's simple to do because I'll just say it in a few words. This is pre-launch. And we wholeheartedly understand not everyone may be aware of the fact that to open up in a new country is a monumental task if done correctly. And in order to be able to create a company that's sound and stable and is going to endure for the many years to come as a business home for you, it takes this time. And please understand that there are different laws and regulations for each country, including different banking needs and different delivery needs and communication needs and so forth and so on. And I make this point tonight because, plainly speaking, those who see the vision with this company and the gifts this company brings to lives will understand that we're still working on situations that occur and situations that transpire when entering into any new country. So the important thing for you in order to create and have successful business growth, please keep your eye on the vision of what you are capable of accomplishing with this company. And please realize the gift that is in your hands, as it's a gift to us to have you involved with this company. But please remember that you are one of the individuals that are involved in the groundbreaking days of what's going to be a revolutionary company. So I thank you very much for allowing me to communicate to you a little bit more from my heart and during this previous portion. And now what I would like to do is, moving forward, I'd like to be able to continue down our agenda that was sent out to you yesterday, and the remaining items on the agenda will just take place very quickly on the basically one-line answers to be able to put you up to date on where the basically state of the union is of the company right now in reference to the United States. So the first area that I would like to discuss with you is the release of the new back office. Now, I would like you to understand that, as you know, today is December 9th, and the new back office was going to be opened originally on December 9th. However, we want to make certain that everybody who went in to be able to purchase their $49 consultant starter kit, digital consultant starter kit, was able to do so. And to make certain of this, we have extended one more week, allowing you to make certain that everyone in your business organization is successfully able to go in and do so. That is why we have moved back by 1 week the opening and the release of your new back office to December 16th. Now, at that period of time, the availability of the product packs will also be there. So again, the back office release, the new back office release, as well as the availability of the product packs will be on December 16th. The next area I would like to be able to update you on is the new evolution of the merchant account system. The new evolution of this merchant account system, I would like to give you a little background on that. There have been some individuals that have, for one reason or another, credit cards were declined on the $49. And so the company has been working very diligently with meetings to be able to implement this new evolution of merchant account system. And this system will be implemented into the software sometime prior to December 16th. And through updates over the next few days, we will let you know the exact day that transpires. So I'll be taking just a moment here with you of why World put so much emphasis and focus on the state-of-the-art anti-fraud system. And in order to understand the foundation of the subject matter, one needs to clearly understand that World is entering as a leader in the market of wearable technology. And simultaneously, we're creating a new revolution in the network marketing industry in every regard. So we're creating this new business model in the industry because, frankly speaking, a new model needs to be created. And one of the characteristics that World is creating in this new model within the network marketing industry is of higher integrity. And to be in integrity, it takes many things. And in the world as it is today, it means taking responsibility and having systems in place, such as our evolution in our new merchant account systems. And this is going to be complemented by our soon-to-be released to you, it's called VoxLock, V-O-X-L-O-C, and this is a vocal recognition protection system. This is an absolute state-of-the-art system that, combined with our new evolution of the merchant account system, just brings the anti-fraud situation to the state-of-the-art level for you, for your protection. So these will both be coming up around now within your software, and I know you're going to be absolutely thrilled with how this is going to work once your back offices are released. Now I know I'm covering a lot of things with you tonight, so please bear with me, and I'm going to keep on going down the list here. So the next item on the agenda, and this is a very important item for some of the people possibly who are on the call this evening, and that is the advance of commission on the $49 voucher system and who's eligible. As I just mentioned a moment ago, we are aware that due to certain handshakes between the countries and the banking regulations, from the logistical standpoint, the technical standpoint, excuse me, that there have been some individuals who, for one reason or another, when going in to try to pay their $49, their credit cards were declined. So what I'd like you to understand, what we have done to be able to ensure that everyone gets in where they need to be as the Go2Master program is still running. Please note that the cutoff date for you to pay the $49 starter kit has been extended by 1 week now, as to allow you to have this additional time to ensure that your business organizations are all set and ready to go prior to the introduction of the product packages on December 16th. Now, I'd like to quickly cover with you about 4 elements in relationship to this advance of commissions $49. I've already just covered why we implemented that. Now, who's eligible to utilize this system? Please understand, this is not a, okay, everybody go out there and sign up with an advance commission of $49. This is for individuals who during the course of the last few weeks they had a credit card decline and that communicated that through the back office ticketing system or through the USA pre-launch customer care that we know about already. Let me repeat that. This is only eligible for those individuals who have already reported to corporate that they have had a situation in reference to a credit card decline. Now, for this, again, the new deadline that you have to be able to get in and pay this $49 has been extended to December 16th, and that's going to be midnight Pacific Standard Time. This is very important for you to understand. So going from the 15th to the 16th, midnight Pacific Standard Time of December 16th. Now, if you have, on this subject matter right here, what happens if you have not already reported this to the USA pre-launch at worldglobal.com or through your ticketing, and I would like you to go ahead and go in and attempt again to place your $49 payment through your credit card. If it is declined again, then what you need to do is either get with your upline that is already aware of the situation, or email us at the USA pre-launch at worldgn.com. Please let me repeat that again. Either get with your upline if they are already aware of your credit card decline situation, or email us at usaprelaunch at worldglobal.com. And what is going to happen is, beginning tomorrow morning, there are certain vouchers that we have that are a commission advance voucher to be able to take care of the ones of you who have had this credit card decline. So we will be aware of you, again, if you have gone through your upline and they are aware of this, or if you email us this, and you will receive a voucher within the next 2 days that will allow you to go into your back office, and instead of utilizing the credit card that has been declined in previous days, to be able to enter this voucher number, and that is going to suffice for your $49 payment. And then when commissions are run the first time, that $49 will be subtracted from your commission, because by law we do need to be charging you for your consultant digital starter kit. Again, if there's any of this that possibly I've communicated in a way that is not crystal clear to you, email us at the website, at the email that I just stated, and we'll be more than happy to work with you through the situation. So also I'd like to announce effective immediately that the new name, you've heard me saying consult this evening, during the Dubai Diamond Life Convention, it has been decided that instead of the word of affiliate, you will now be called an independent consultant. And instead of taking your time on the call tonight to explain the reasons for this, which are all positive reasons, and will give you more of a classification of what you are doing in this area of high technology, I know you will feel just wonderful about the new terminology here of the word consultant. Again, going over to the cutoff date, the new cutoff date now, moving along here, of the Go to Master promotion. This cutoff date has now been extended again to December 16th, which is midnight of December 16th Pacific Standard Time. So again, to make very clear here, that's from the 15th turning into the 16th. So the new cutoff date, I'm going to repeat one more time here, the new cutoff date to be able to take part in the Go to Master promotion has now been extended to midnight Pacific Standard Time on December 16th. Commissions are still going to be run before the holidays, and so our first commission run to be able to take into account your volume from the day the new back office opens up, which is December 16th, up until midnight of the 23rd. Now your first commission run, the volume cutoff will be at that midnight on December 23rd, and commissions will be run on the 23rd. Still prior, I know it's just a couple of days prior here to Christmas, but of your holiday time, they will still be run before that. Now, if you have earned commissions, what will transpire is you will be able to see them and access them at that time through your new back office World Wallet. Prior to December 23rd, you will be receiving in a corporate email a brief tutorial of how this World Wallet works in your back office. It's very user-friendly, and you truly don't need a tutorial, but just to lend you that extra hand, we will be putting out to you prior to the 23rd, when you'll have commissions, if you have earned commissions sitting in your wallet, how to be able to access your wallet, how to be able to either utilize the commissions that are in that wallet to purchase additional products, or to be able to transfer that money that you have earned into your bank account of choice. All right, now just a few more areas here and we're nearly done, and I appreciate everyone's patience. So the next thing I'd like to jump over to is, I've already mentioned that we are going to have the launch, the official launch, coincide with the Diamond Life Convention. And so I would also like to make the announcement that the official opening of the Miami corporate offices will be transpiring and will be coinciding with this Diamond Life Convention in April. And all of this will be going on together, and it's just going to be a magnificent time for you to be able to get people over into Miami and experience all of this from the different people that are going to be coming throughout the world into the area for these events that are going to be happening simultaneously. I'd also like to mention on the conference call this evening that the decision was announced over in Dubai of the opening of a Dubai corporate office. And this office will be for the purposes of facilitating communication and support to that region. So these are all very exciting announcements, and I mean, I could go on and on. I know I'm covering a lot tonight, and there's still 2 more things that I'd like to be able to go into, but all of this is for the benefit of trying to give you the glimpse of what is going on for you and what you have with this company. Another very exciting announcement that I believe several people stood up for, if not the entire room, on a standing ovation, was the announcement of the new millionaire bonus, new millionaire pool bonus that was announced over to on the day one over in Dubai. So for the individuals who aspire to and become members in the World's Millionaire Club, I believe that you'll be elated to learn that as World is always looking for new ways to even greater reward their family of consultants for their accomplishments, it was announced at the convention that a millionaire pool bonus has now been created. And details on this new bonus are going to be released in the very near future. However, in short, what this means is that the qualified recipients of this bonus will now be sharing in 1% of the company's monthly sales volume. So this is absolutely significant. And as I just said, more information will be coming along to you on this. It will give you good goals to shoot there for after the launch of the company. In reference to international sponsoring, I know this was on the agenda yesterday, and we understand that many of you who wish to build your world businesses globally, and that you have several questions on international sponsorship. So please know that over these next 2 weeks, corporate will be releasing answers to the most frequently asked questions about this in one of our weekly corporate update conference calls. And the last thing, and it may not seem to fit in here to some of you, but it's for the protection of your businesses. So I'd really like to tap upon the importance of legal compliance before we move on here. And the reason I'd like to be able to touch upon this is because some of you may be thinking right now, you know, why are we going to be discussing this? But without getting into more depth about this tonight, I simply want to say this, and that is it's very important as you grow your businesses, because I know there's a lot of excitement out there and you need to maintain that excitement, but please make certain that you understand and that you follow the work policies and procedures and code of ethics. And this truly is for the protection of not only the company, but for yourself and for others. So with everybody just about ready to go on here and explode in very, very big growth as all of these tools and everything is coming together for you, I just want to be able to state that. And there's so much more I'd like to be able to go over with you tonight, but there's just too much, to be quite honest with you. And again, I appreciate you listening to the numerous areas of updates that we wanted to provide to you. So now, as I said, I've realized that I've covered a lot of information for you, and I very much appreciate and thank you for your time and your attention to these important business matters. If I may, however, prior to the conclusion of tonight's call, I'd like to bring Mr. Jeff Hooks, who's World Global Network's USA top field leader, and a tremendous leader he is. And Jeff is working closely with our company to be able to help lead the USA launch, including Canada and Mexico. Now, Jeff was also in Dubai with us at the Diamond Life Convention, and I know that he'd absolutely love to share a few words with you tonight. So, Jeff, we'd love to hear from you if you'd be so kind to come on.
Kathleen, thank you so much, and good evening to all of you. I'm so excited. I've got a page and a half of notes just from the information that you've shared that reinforce the corporate communication. But folks, I'm so excited. Now, I want to just, you know, I know as always, we've got a diverse, wonderful pre-launch team from men and women, obviously from all over the U.S., all over Canada, and Mexico. And I just want to reaffirm a few things. If you'll bless me with a few minutes of focus here as we head down the home stretch for this call. But the importance of Dubai, and you know, the reason, in fact, I was just on the phone with one of our top field leaders, actually from Cleveland, Ohio, Riza Ochoa, and Riza on her own, in fact, we're going to feature her on an upcoming corporate call, hopefully in January, but Riza jumped on a plane, spur of the moment, flew to Dubai, halfway around the world, and took in the event with us. And obviously, we got to spend time with Riza, and she absorbed so much of what Kathleen is kind of sharing in terms of cascading the vision of the experience. And the reason this is important, again, now for all of us, we're chomping at the bits. We're ready to push the button and transition from pre-launch to soft launch. Obviously, that's happening a week from today. And of course, the first weekly commissions will be paid on the 23rd, right before Christmas. But the first commissions will be paid 1 week from today. That's where the fast retail bonuses are going to be paid. And so we're right there, folks. We're right there at the transition to soft launch. But the reason this is so important, and Kathleen did such a wonderful job of painting the picture along with some of those videos. Those of you that were on the webinar bridge, and this is technically a conference call, except we want to show some of these videos. And so that some of you saw those videos from the corporate event. And in just a minute, not yet, but I'm going to ask Vincenzo, if you would please, in just a minute, to tee up the space computer. It's just a very short, several-minute video, but the space computer video. And in fact, let's do that right now. Let's take a quick break. Watch this video, folks. This is just one of the tools that's going to be available to us as we move forward in soft launch that the company's working on. So let's watch that real quickly, and then I'll come right back. This is the new space computer, one of the new space computer branding videos. I just absolutely love that every time I've seen it. And again, the more you watch that, that's so clever, the branding about, talk about a new revolution, but taking technology to that next stage of wearable technology that's going to, render. I'm not sure I'll use my tablets as a chopping block, but I thought that was so amazing. But that gives you just a small glimpse of what the company's doing for each of us as independent consultants to equip and empower us with amazing tools that will share the story for us. And so just a quick debrief from my perspective on Dubai. I mean, it was so important for me because it just reaffirmed what I already knew about this company, about the founders, about the executives, the corporate vision. I was able, as Kathleen shared, we were able to meet literally consultants from all around the world. I mean, 54 countries, folks, 54 countries. These people flew from all around the world for this event. And I have never seen the type of synergy, the type of family atmosphere. I mean, even with all the translations. So as you saw from some of the videos before our call tonight, there were 6 languages that I know of that were being translated: Russian, French, Portuguese, Spanish, English, Arabic. I mean, it was amazing to see and meet these individuals. And so there were at least 200 or 300 would be my guesstimate individuals over the course of the week that I actually had individual conversations with. and was able to talk to them about their experience with the products, about their experience with the compensation. Some of these leaders been with the company since the very beginning. Some were making, $1,000, $1,500, $2,000 a month part-time, which was life-changing income. And then, of course, I was able to spend a lot of time with the top leaders making over $60,000 a week that are among the top leaders and income earners in the entire industry. And we're only just over 3 years old as a company. And so it's just, we are part of something very, very special. And it is brand new in the U.S. and effectively North America, but it's not a new company. It's a proven entity. And the commitment and the passion from all these consultants. In fact, that's one of the things Riza and I were discussing right before the call, how amazed we were at the commitment of these individuals from all around the world. Sometimes, in North America, we're so blessed with opportunity that we take things for granted, and we're a little bit high maintenance, candidly, and I'm raising my hand when I say that. And what Riza and I were talking about is some of the stories. Like, for example, there was a group of leaders that came from Mongolia. And what I learned was these individuals, in fact, they loved Kathleen. Kathleen spent a lot of time with them, but they were wearing some of their traditional clothing, let's just say. I think that's the right way to say it. And we're so excited. And what I learned was their daily business, they're out literally, and I say this respectfully, in the middle of nowhere. So they literally are a 7-hour train ride from the nearest internet connection. So what they're doing is they're doing business on paper. And once a week, one of their leaders, they take turns, one of their leaders will take a 7-hour train ride to get to a Wi-Fi, enter their orders, process, all their business, and then a 7-hour train ride back. And they do that every single week. and they're happy. They're elated. They're blessed for the opportunity. And the World Global Payment System, the commissioning system that we're going to be learning about, and the new VoxLock, I mean, this is state-of-the-art technology. And when you learn the functionality of how you and I are going to get paid and the ability to move that money from the debit card that World Global gives us to any of our accounts, but having that security, that fraud control in place so that no matter where we are in the world, we have access to our World Global commissions. The more you learn about that, I promise you, it's just going to absolutely blow you away in a very positive way. And so there was training, there was recognition, inspiration, motivation, folks. One of the biggest takeaways for me, candidly, and this is with all due respect from any company I've ever worked with or consulted with in the past, I've never seen a company commit the resources and the budget to an event like this. There were for the leadership, there were no situations where there were leadership receptions and people ran out of food. I mean, everything was best in class. Everyone felt respected, felt appreciated. Everyone had an opportunity. There was a 5-hour wait for people to be able to use the space computer and the Lumina glasses. And people were happy. They were elated. They were doing chants. I've got videos that I'll show you as we travel around and they're doing kickoff events in the soft launch phase. Videos of people going around basically doing a line dance with each of their country's flags in the main auditorium area at the Dubai World Trade Center. It was unbelievable. And the part of where Kathleen was talking about us holding hands, the part of the schedule, that was when Mr. Alfonso Galdi, our president of the World for People Foundation, was delivering an update and a presentation on the school that we sponsored in Zambia. And it literally brought tears to everyone's eyes. And that's when spontaneously people started watching this video, heard the update, started holding hands and singing "We Are the World." I mean, and again, if you're sitting, if you've had a long Tuesday and you're sitting there, it might not resonate with you, but Kathleen and I want to just do our best to just convey the heart of this company, because again, these are almost 1,000 students that were sharing, I believe it was 16 textbooks, and the World for People Foundation, thanks to World Global Network, part of the family, is funding that whole school, infrastructure, teachers, textbooks, the whole ball of wax. It's unbelievable. So go to worldforpeople.org if you haven't already. There's some pictures there, and you'll see of what, just get a taste of what we are a part of. And so I want to wrap up and turn it back over to to Kathleen in just a minute. I've got 5 points I want to share with you. I did a call with a couple of my groups today. I was re-entry coming back from the Dubai trip. It's been tough, and it takes a day or so to kind of get your legs back and get my mind and body back in the same time zone. But I did a couple leadership calls today, and I want to just share with you. We had some open dialogue. The calls were very well attended, and one of my takeaways. I thought about this on the plane coming back. One of my takeaways was the importance of a dream. I looked into so many people's eyes, consultants from around the world, and they've got hope in their eyes. They've got a dream, and it doesn't matter if we're in the U.S., Canada, Mexico, or anywhere in the world, including Mongolia. Most men and women, they're looking for something to get excited about. They want to provide for their family. They want to provide a compelling future. And the reality of this global economy is most people, and I say this with all due respect, are full of fear and doubt and worry and hesitation. And there's a lot of cynicism out there. There's a lot of people have been kicked in the teeth so many times that they're skeptical of everything. And they're looking for faith, hope, and a plan. They're looking for leadership. They're looking for a vehicle. They're looking for what we have with World Global Network. And our passion, our ability to take our dream and our vision and cascade that out in the marketplace and just share with people the World Global Network story and to invite them to be a part of it. So it starts with a dream. What is your vision? What is my vision? What do we want to create? Dream about what's possible. That's number one. Number two, identify some reasons for why you're building your World Global Network business. And again, I know we've got some amazing leaders that are already doing this in their own individual coaching, but I know also from some conversations that this is important information for all of us to embrace. But identify the reasons why you're building your World Global business. Sometimes in my experience, it only takes one compelling reason and to something that'll inspire you to get away from negative people and to roll up your sleeves and go to work. And so number one, dream about what's possible. What is that vision? Number two, back that up with some compelling personal reasons that touch your head and your heart, that connect them. Number three, believe that it's possible for you. The men and women that we met, I mean, these are wonderful people. They have a desire for something more in life, and they're willing to roll up their sleeves and go to work. And candidly, they're not going to be like us. They're not the first ones to have the space computer. They're not going to have their own 4G World Global Network, wireless network like we have. But they've built an amazing business. And and you saw in the email, I hope you saw this, Lamia, the top income earner with the company, was awarded Saturday night a yacht. A yacht. And I mean, I am not, because that was her dream. The previous event, one of the top leaders, Munji, was awarded a villa. He was given the title to a beautiful villa for a vacation home. I mean, folks, this company is doing things that I have never seen, nor have I heard, nor have I read about. And so here's the point. If they can do it, we can do it. It's all we have to do is believe that it's possible for us. That's number three. So number one, dream about what's possible. What's your vision? Number two, support and prop up that vision with some personal reasons as to why you're building your World Global business. Number three, believe that it's possible for you. Number four, feed your faith. Feed your faith and feed your belief. Starve your fears. Starve the negativity. A lot of people do the opposite. They spend time hanging out with all the people that tell them why it's not going to work. They spend time looking at emails from people that are doing nothing but trying to influence and manipulate them in a different direction, or tell them that it's not possible or they can't do it. And what you and I need to do as leaders, and of course it's your business, but as leaders, we have to teach people and encourage people how to feed their faith and starve their fears, not the other way around. So feed your faith, feed your belief. Unfortunately, unbelief robs people more of their vision, more in daily life, in my experience, than anything I've ever seen. And sometimes that's reading the wrong things, sometimes it's hanging around with the wrong people. But be intentional, make a committed decision to feed your faith and your belief in the direction that you want to go for your own reasons. And then finally, number five, take action. And what we want to do now, and the company, again, this extension of 1 week to soft launch, there are a number of people, again, we're not talking about legitimate declines. I mean, there's still hundreds of people that have come on in the last week since I was in Dubai. So that's awesome. But there are also some few people that have had some challenges that aren't their own fault. And this voucher system is going to allow those individuals to not get left behind as we transition to soft launch. And so, because some of these individuals have 50 and 60 and 70 people that are lined up ready to go, but we've got to get them in so they can get their team in. And this voucher solution, it's something I want to give Ray Donnelly has been working hard and provided some amazing ideas as we're transitioning into soft launch. And so this is going to solve, nobody gets left behind. That's the beauty of this thing. We're building it one step at a time, one brick at a time. And so taking action means we're going to get back into sharing the story. And I hope all of you as leaders, so many of you are doing conference calls and webinars and live meetings, and we're going to continue that through the holidays. And as I wrap up here, what I want to just reaffirm is that the corporate call is moving to a once-a-month strategy now. And then it's up to the leaders, and I'm going to be putting out right after the holidays, I'm going to be putting out a schedule that all of you can plug into, but we've got some amazing leaders that are already leading by example and jumping on calls and doing calls and everything else. So the point and the purpose for us right now is to build the team, get out there and share the story, and recognize that just like all these amazing men and women that Kathleen and I and that Riza and others met in Dubai, there are so many good people that are looking for a vehicle. They're looking for faith, hope, and a plan. They're looking for leadership. And all we have to do is share the World Global Network story, put it in front of them, and sponsor, put your team in place. And we go live with products, with the 3 product packs next week. And it's an exciting time. And so thanks so much for plugging into the call. And Kathleen, I'm going to turn it back over to you. And big things ahead for all of us. So God bless. Talk to you soon.
Jeff, thank you so very much for your amazing words and your amazing leadership. And before we wrap up the call tonight, say goodbye, I not only want to thank Jeff, I want to thank all of you that have tuned in for the call this evening and for taking your time and listening to all of the updates and that we've had for you this evening. And I want to thank, as Jeff just did, the amazing people that are out there, the ones of you particularly that are just out there just leading so beautifully. You know, your positivity, the meetings that you're holding, the calls, your collaboration, especially the ones of you that are on the call this evening that, you know, have really worked hard being in collaboration with myself in working through things here. So just thank you for being on the call this evening. Have an absolutely amazing holiday season. The corporate updates will continue to come out to you via email on a weekly basis. And again, thank you for being with us tonight, and God bless everybody. And I think Vincenzo has some more great videos for us of everything happening in Dubai. Good night, everyone. Thank you so very much.